Hi, I hope you're doing well, and I'm so happy to see that Harry and Meghan are having a wonderful beginning of their Nigerian trip, promoting the Invictus Games, which were started by Prince Harry 10 years ago. He just finished the London celebration with the wounded warriors, the disabled, the families of the military, and that went wonderfully. It was well appreciated. Meghan came in to Heathrow Airport. Harry, I believe, through reports, got on the plane with Meghan and they went off to Nigeria. That was like a 15-hour trip. So of course, they were very tired. They were able to put up a curtain on the plane so that they wouldn't be spied on continuously by photographers or other people trying to catch snapshots of them during that long trip. When they got to Nigeria, they were tired and needed to be refreshed, so they went to the hotel. They were able to nap, change clothes, shower, and all that, and refresh themselves because they have a big day, a big 3-day plan ahead of them. And here they are. This is how they came to meet some of the people who were greeting them, and they went to a school to talk about mental health and how you should not suffer alone. There is help for people who need mental health help. And so they spoke about that. I thought they both looked fabulous, and they were given Nigerian beads, which went really well with their outfits. Meghan is in a halter, long to the ground dress, which looks spectacular. It is in a color which they call peach fuzz, and Meghan does tend to like the lighter colors as you normally see in hotter climates, and she looks fabulous. The dress fits her perfectly, and of course, not used to this much heat. You know, in London, of course, it's colder and often foggy, rainy. But here, of course, it's very hot, and so the halter dress is perfect for making sure you feel comfortable during all of these planned events. And she just looks spectacular. The color looks great on her, and so forth. So, anyway, they gave a talk to a lot of people inside. Here they're meeting with a lot, well, outside there were a lot of girls, but I noticed inside the building there were a lot of males. But I'm sure there was a mixture in both because they know that Meghan is interested in the education of women. So I'm sure they would not have put her in a fully heavily male audience inside. But you know, we can only go by the pictures. And they're really into it.
Mental health affects every single person in the entire world. And the more you talk about it, the more you can kick stigma away, far, far away, into the long grass. And then everybody will have the opportunity to be able to share.
Meeting the Duke and the Duchess today made me feel like I could do anything, and that's what I'm hoping to continue doing. Like always continuing with the mindset that I can do anything as long as I set my mind to it.
People really enjoyed meeting them, touching them, being with them.
was how unfair it would be on me after everything that had happened.
So here is Harry reviewing the troops at the defense headquarters in Abuja. And Harry does this sort of stuff so well. He's used to it. Let's see if I can turn up the sound.
All the guards would
He
be
said, Your Highness.
dismissed into the guard room to pave the way for the special guest to make his way to the facade of the defense headquarters, where a troop, a cultural troop, is on hand to present a cultural display.
And then he gets mobbed. They are so happy to see Harry and Meghan in Nigeria for this meeting, celebration of Invictus Games, celebration of the military. And Harry is happy to be there. He really enjoys visiting countries in Africa.
The Duke of Sussex is now having interactions with wives.
They need to give him a little bit of space here.
And Police Officers Wives Association.
But they are so happy that there's Meghan. They're also happy that they're there.
His wife. They would now be allowed, after interacting with a number of soldiers, to make their way proper to the defense headquarters building.
And she has changed outfits. She is now in a suit jacket, which is difficult in these hot countries. But it was introduced by Europeans to Africa as the formal wear, and so they do put on the jackets and so forth. And her colors are still light. I think that's a white coat she has on, a white jacket. They've been to Africa before, so they're used to everything, and it does take a lot of shots and stuff to visit Africa.
To the facade of the building, where the cultural presentation is on to receive them. by the troops.
And Meghan and Harry seem very happy on their visit. Don't seem to have any issues or discomfort.
The Duke and his wife stopped to savour the cultural performance by the troop on their way.
And they are really performing. Look at that.
The foyer and then up the elevator to the office of the Chief of Defence Staff.
They make great ambassadors, and I think the United States could use this couple as our ambassadors because they really do a great job. Of course, all of the royals who consider themselves highest level, they're all ill, weak, can't get out of bed, can't get out of the castles, only travel a couple of miles from their homes, basically doing child care. And so it's nice to have somebody who can actually, who is healthy and able to get out and mix with the people, be seen.
Making their way for the elevator where they will be taken
Make
to
friends abroad.
the floor where the office of the Chief of Defence Staff is, and they will be received by the Chief of Defence Staff himself.
Now, Nigeria is a Commonwealth country, but it's never been visited, I don't believe, by Kate, William, or Charles.
To my mum, and to now be put in a position of losing another woman in my life.
For generations, the members of the British monarchy have followed a strict code of secrecy. The motto, never complain, never explain, guided the Queen and her descendants through controversies, both political and personal.
Of course, the Queen was a terrible mother. She was very good at her job. She was good at greeting people and signing the red box letters and papers and so forth. But she could not bond at all with Charles. She would shake his hand when she returned from an extended trip. She would only see him for a couple of minutes in the morning and then a couple of minutes at night. Otherwise, he was off with the nanny. And when they did see each other during the day, it was very, very formal. It was not like the hugging and bonding that we saw with Diana and her children. So Charles grew up to be a man with many mental problems. He sought relief, help with Camilla, his whore, and of course she was able to wiggle her way into the castle after the Queen died. The Queen insisted she should not be more than a companion, queen, what do you call that, consort. But she only did that because Charles kept moaning and holding her hostage to the fact that he wanted his the woman he cheated during his marriage with, he wanted her to be given a royal title. So the Queen eventually gave in to consort, but the minute she died, Charles, in revenge, said, I am going to make her queen, just like Queen Elizabeth. He sought revenge for all of the years his mother kept him from being king. He didn't become king until he was like 75 years old, and he hated her for that. He would often hold the queen hostage because she was, he was the child that was going to follow her as king, and he forced the queen to attend functions with Camilla while Diana was still, alive. And he said he would not cooperate in doing other functions unless Camilla could come along. So Camilla was always the bedraggled person who had no respect for the monarchy, no respect for Charles's marriage with Diana, no respect for the church, no respect for the priests, no respect for marriage vows. But he brought her along, and as soon as the queen died, he defied the queen and got his revenge by making Camilla the queen. And now, in his illness, as he marches on to death, Camilla has taken over as king in England, and she is doing all of the royal duties. How ironic. Now the country is bending the knee to the former whore, prostitute, whatever you want to call her, and that is their leader. And yet they don't like Meghan? How weird. How weird can it be? But William and Harry did have, in their basic years, love, family love, touching, normal touching and hugging and kissing from a mother who dearly, dearly loved them. And so they are much more normal. They know what a normal life is, and they know when things aren't right. So congratulations, Harry. I think this trip to Nigeria is fabulous. I think your Invictus Games are fabulous. And we, who know you from childhood, support you. I'm sorry that those people who intervened in your life after your mother died took advantage of you, plying you with drugs. Who knows what else they did to you. Hopefully you weren't sexually molested, but in the situation that you were left and the isolation in which you were left, without a father active, without a mother because she died, you were subject to all kinds of things, I'm sure. And someday we will hear the real secrets. I don't think Spare really tells the secrets of the royals. And why are they so worried about secrets? What secrets are they really hiding? We know there must be some drug secrets. We know there must be some molestation secrets. We know there are some relationships with other prostitutes and other people in the community. But Harry has kept silent about all this. So all of the things that people are saying that Harry can't be trusted, that he's letting out the secrets, I think Harry has a bundle load of secrets which he has not told to anybody, that he has kept in the back of his mind, and out of respect he has not yet divulged. Maybe he never will. But congratulations, Harry. We support you. Keep going. We will continue to support you. You're never alone. You might be on those stairs going up alone, going up to what you're supposed to be. They want you to return to the young child that they could mold, that they could use as a buffoon, that they could tell lies to, that they could give drugs to, that they could give excess alcohol to, that they could picture, after they drugged him, they could take pictures of him and put it in newspapers. How sad, how sad. I feel sorry for you, Harry, for what you experienced, but you are going on to a much better future, a much better world, and you are taking great care of those children, Archie and Lilibet, and don't you dare let those people in London get their hands on them, because they will destroy your children. They will destroy your children the way they enjoyed destroying you. So what do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye. Let's enjoy this Nigeria trip.